before it gets really loud. Grif just doesn't dance anymore. She never did. Hi guys, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn Podcast. I'm Elite Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
And I'm Baka.
Yay, and we're all here. I'm refreshing the page so I can see when the video pops up.
Okay.
I know everybody's like, why is it flashing? It's refreshing the page.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Awesomeness.
Cool.
So how is everybody?
Doing well.
Doing well?
You know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's good.
Sorry,
I guess.
It's a slow start, guys. We'll get this rolling fast.
Get it rolling?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
catch me rolling. They hating.
Oh god, stop.
White and nerdy.
Alright, what did everybody play this week? Because I got stories. Let's go.
Alright, I've been playing Gears of War. I finished it Tuesday with Baka. Played a little bit of multiplayer. Played a little bit more yesterday with one of our viewers, Howard.
How long
US
did that take you
based
guys?
Howard.
You only played twice, right?
I think we said
Yeah.
6 hours, to be more specific, 5 hours and 45 minutes.
Probably close. Well, no. It wasn't that long.
It was about 5 hours, 45
You guys
minutes.
streamed it twice, and then you played some multiplayer. I don't know.
Well, we streamed it for about 6 hours. I remember watching the live and recording thing, so.
I remember looking at the time. You
I
know,
remember looking at the time.
more like noises. Red's here. So, how do you feel like? Do you feel like it still holds up? I mean, it was the remastered edition, the Ultimate Edition, whatever.
Absolutely. I mean, the story. I think the story was a little short, in my opinion, but you know, it's okay. It's
It's the
okay.
first
Yeah, but are you
series.
comparing it? Are you comparing it to modern games when you say that though?
Yes.
Okay.
As for games previously, fantastic. I mean, it holds up, guaranteed in time. And the multiplayer is really fun too. So I mean, can't complain. It's very hard and difficult, and there's a huge learning curve. I got my ass kicked several fucking times. I mean, I go into a game, I'm like 1 and 12. It's like, oh, okay, guys, I'm not that bad. Going to the next game, 1 and 15. Well, at least I'm going, in one direction.
You're dying a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do really well, go like 8, 4, and 16. Get more kills, die a lot more, but
I feel like you did better when you were playing yesterday with Howard, though. It seemed like you were having a better time. Oh, well.
no,
You
there
know,
wasn't much better
Basically-
times in
No,
that one.
okay.
No.
Maybe I just walked by at the appropriate times. I saw you chainsawing dudes and stuff like that, and it seemed like you were winning.
No, we weren't. It may have looked like we were winning. I may be a
No.
good actor, but we were not winning. Not at all.
We did really well in the very first game we played, and then it's just kind of like they went, okay, guys, we need to put serious face mode on and just show these noobs what the fuck.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit. Oh my god. We were in a game with like a level 93, level fucking 80 something, level 16, and then a level 30. And it was me at level 5, Howard at level 4, and then people who would join in would be like, fuck this shit, we are not playing with these guys.
Didn't you guys get, saddled up against the team that had, a 97 or something?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. And they would just
Damn.
kind of roll over us. They'd pull out the steamroller and be like, all right, next game. It was unfortunate, but
sucks.
learning curves.
What have you been playing, Oak?
I'm still playing Gears also because I haven't got a chance to really play that much. So I spent maybe an hour and a half this week playing a little bit of Gears, going through and playing. And I really forgot how much I love watching the bodies explode,
Yeah.
which is my favorite part of this whole game. It's just
Carnage.
Yeah, even when you die, because Marcus just explodes. So it's great.
So it makes little Marcuses all over the place.
Hey,
Little bits.
he's going everywhere. That guy's going places. What can we say?
Yeah,
But, I mean,
all
he's
over the
just-
wall
Over
and the
there,
floor.
behind the car, and the
Actually,
door.
His birthday was this week. John DiMaggio's birthday was, I think, Thursday or Friday. So, yay!
Yay.
Happy
Little Marcus
belated
is everywhere. I'm glad we were all playing Gears.
birthday.
You're so good. But yeah, I think I'm enjoying it more and more as I go through. Like I said, the last time I'd played it was 2007. So going through and still playing the game and enjoying it now. I didn't play it 6 hours straight like they have. So it kind of I guess I'm taking my time and enjoying the game for the the small amount of time I have to play. And so, like with Chicken's case, like he said, he's used to playing modern games. I mean, he just got off Witcher 3, which is like 40,000 hours long anyway.
Right.
50,000.
Yeah, it's 50,000, and so you go from something like that to this. Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, you figure third person shooter at the time, it was kind of it was one of those games that kind of set a bar for a certain for Xbox and games that were out there. It's kind of to me, it was the third person version of Halo. Halo did a mark for first person shooters, and then with this one coming in for that, so I think it kind of helped put Microsoft on the map, and it still holds up. I mean, the game just holds up. There's nothing about it that doesn't. So I'm excited to continue to play in the game, and I'll probably finish it again eventually, but it is what it is. So what about you, Grif?
Yesterday I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, I know I needed to record Saints Row, but it was raining and thundering when I wanted to, and so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fill my entire day with, other games that I needed to get to. So I was gonna play Uncharted 2 so that I could finally finish that up, because Baka and I want to co-op Uncharted 3. PlayStation said no. Yep. My PlayStation 3, like, sometimes I can play for a long, stretches of time, and sometimes it's like 15 minutes, it overheats. 15 minutes, it overheats. So yesterday was one of the 15 minutes, and it overheats. And
Did you say Uncharted 3?
I said Uncharted 2 so that Baka and I could play Uncharted 3.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can co-op that one. So that's kind of the plan, but I'll be purchasing a PS4 when the Uncharted collection comes out. Chicken thinks we're not gonna, but he'd be wrong.
I said we were going to.
No, Chicken, you getting that
That's
PS4.
good. I've got games y'all can borrow.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey now, come on.
Hey now, you're a rock star.
Throw
That
that
was
mic
an
down.
accident. My bad. It was bound to happen someday.
Yeah, Carol said that might need to clean it out. We're gonna be doing that for sure to test it and see if that works. But it's one of those things where it's done this since Baka's the one that gave us this PS3, and
so it's his fault. Got it.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Blame him.
No, but I mean, it's
Always
it's
my
one of those
fault.
things that it's happened since we got it. So I don't know if it's
Yeah.
necessarily a cleaning issue or if it really is just a faulty something inside. But that's okay. We'll be upgrading. And since I couldn't play that, I went back to a game that I never finished when it first came out last year, Shadow of Mordor. I never finished it, and I was
Did you
like,
finish it?
well, not yet. I started over because I was like, there's no point me trying to pick up where I'm at. I have no idea what's going on anymore. It's been so long. And when I put it in, I was like, why did I stop playing this game? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because between like the end of September and the end of November last year, there was Shadow of Mordor, Assassin's Creed Unity, Sunset Overdrive, and Evil Within. Plus, I was streaming Silent Hill 2. So there were like 5 games right there together that I was trying to play, and it just fell to the back, basically. I spent, I probably started playing it around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I finished up around 1 o'clock this morning. And I made it to the halfway mark. Because I just can't help myself, there's like a captain over there, and you're like, I gotta go kill that guy. He's got special stuff, and I need to do that.
Because he's got things.
That game is
the only
wonderful.
downside of playing it now, as opposed to when everybody else is playing it, is you got revenge missions because your friends were all playing it. Now that nobody's playing it, there are no revenge missions. What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at Oak over there. I remember how many times I avenged him when I was playing it. There were just a bunch of them all around.
What's funny is there's a guy called the Oak Killer, right? You know what it was?
I think so. There was one.
There's
Oh
one
my
of the
God.
orcs. His name is the Oak Killer or whatever, and that was one of the ones you had to avenge. That was one of my favorite things ever because you're like, his name's even the Oak Killer. It's like, well, then you gotta kill him.
I love the randomized names of these guys. The first guy I came upon, the first captain that I had to deal with in the game, was named Zuni Runny Bowels. I was like,
Oh wow!
Zuni Runny Bowels.
Runny bells.
Hey,
How'd you get that name there, buddy?
You certainly sound intimidating. So I don't know. I've been doing pretty well. I've been doing I can't not run around the world and kill things. So I probably could have made it further, to the second map, but in the time frame that I spent. But I was too busy running around enjoying stuff.
Well, that's part of the game. Is there's so much in the world to do and see and save people and kill captains and collect things and oh my goodness, it's such a full
I
world.
don't say any spoilers. They're all randomized names. Zuni Runny Bowels is not going to be the same guy that you run into. And the revenge missions, that was that was part of the thing that they talked about with the Nemesis system that was so great. Like, you were going to get an abbreviated version of that on the 360 or PS3, but on the PS4 and Xbox One, you got full access, and these people are going to remember you. And the only thing that really kills me is sometimes I kill captains, and then I meet them later, and you're like, how'd you come back? How'd that work?
Didn't I remove your head?
Zuni Running Bowels came back with a bag over his head. I'm
Because
like,
you cut his head off and it was reattached and he was brought back to life.
God damn it.
They will
Mr.
keep
Running
coming
Bowels.
back,
They
man.
keep coming back. But
Oh, yeah.
and that's the best part, is because of the fact that, sorry, spoilers, when you kill someone and they do come back, it's like they'll have like an eye patch the next time you meet them or something. You know, there'll be some part of them that's completely destroyed.
Yep.
And then you
Yeah.
come in and they'll be like, well, you know, I meet you again, you know, that type of thing or whatever, and I'll take care of you this time. You know, and it's just like this whole revenge part of it. But the game is just fucking awesome. I mean, it's just a great game. I want to go back and play it. I've got friends of mine, actually the ones that we do that I do the drunken commentary for soccer with.
Right.
When we do those nights. They've just bought Xbox Ones, which
Oh,
is
wow.
this might get interesting. So they
They're
just
only
bought
going to play soccer, though, right?
well, they'll just play soccer, yes. But the funny thing is because one of them, Hamp, he actually wants to play other games. He likes Call of Duty and stuff like that, and I'm pushing Mordor on him because I think that he would enjoy that because it's such an in-depth storyline versus playing the Call of Duty game, you know. So I'm gonna have him play that one. But I think it's a game I like to suggest to people that are picking up an Xbox One or something like that for the first time. And but it was funny too because he was at the store trying to figure out which one to pick out, which gaming system to get. Like, well, he wanted an Xbox One, but which version to get.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You're gonna make me listen to your podcast, aren't you?"
Why not?
I was like, yes, I am. You need to listen to it more often. Episode blah blah blah. There you go. Got it. There's your answer. So
I'm
anyway,
typing,
sorry
sorry.
to interrupt you, Griff.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I am defending myself here because Nitty's all like, Captain's kill Grif, and no. Bitches, please. I have only, the entire time I played, I've only died twice. Once was at the very beginning because I wasn't sure of the buttons just yet, and the second time was a Karagor that jumped up and got me, and I didn't even see him. Like,
I died more times with Karagors than anything else.
Ooh, yeah, them motherfuckers. I died right off the bat. I mean, it's on stream somewhere. We may not have the video anymore. But when I first started, I jumped down. Yeah, I started fighting stuff. There was a Karagor, and then a captain found me, and he had tracking. I didn't know what tracking was, so I'm running away from him. He's following me along with his 80 damn flunkies, and then another one finds me, and next thing you know, I'm just running around circles in Mordor, getting chased by all these Karagors and captains. I'm like,
I did the
what am
same thing.
gonna
I
do?
did it around a plateau. There's like this big plateau thing that was in the middle, and there was like all their huts or whatever the hell you want to call them that they're all standing on top of, their guard towers and stuff, or up at the top part. And I'm down at the bottom, and one of them picked up on me or whatever. So now they're all chasing me. Well, I can run around one side and they won't see me. Well, then another one saw me, so I'm running around one, and then I'm just running around this outside of this thing, trying to get in front of them enough to where they ignore me. But I died a lot because I decided to go all Billy Badass and go into a place that
Yeah.
I wasn't. You know, it's like I go in and I'm like, oh, I can take care of this, and I'm pretty decent at the stealth stuff, but you really need to be good at some of the stealth stuff to get in certain
See, I
areas.
love the stealth in this one. The only problem that I really run into was there was one mission where it's like, in order to call out the war chief, you've got to go in and start fights with his people. So you've got to go in and kill 35 of them, I think. And so I run in and I'm just, killing folks and whatnot, because you got to draw attention to yourself so they'll raise the alarm and more people will come. And I've got this big group of people, and one of them grabs me, and he's a captain. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck this, I'm just gonna run. So I'm running through the camp, another one grabs me, he's a captain. I'm like, okay, fine, 2, I'm still running. Another one grabs me, 3 captains, and then the war chief shows up, and I was like, fuck my life. That game teaches you that you have to strategically retreat. You have to.
Yes.
So at that point, like, there's nothing I can do. There's 3 captains up and the war chief. You have to run away.
Yeah, it's one of those games you're just like, run, please.
Yep.
And then the
Yeah.
whole time, and then you got the one guy with the arrow that's pegging you. The whole time you're like, please let me live, please let me live, please let me live.
The arrows, not so much. Like, for me, I haven't had a big deal with them. It's the spear throwers. Oh my
gosh.
God, the spear throwers. Because they're on the ground in the middle of everything with everybody else. So you can't single them out and kill them. Like, with the archers, you just turn around and use your wraith bow or what the fuck ever it is. But with the spear guys, you just have to fight the group or run away. Because they're in the middle, they're in the fray, and you're like, fuck it, god damn it, you fucking spear people, I hate you.
Red says you just need to hit Y and counter everything. Not everything can be countered.
Yeah, that's true. You've got those big guys with the shields that you have to push A to jump over and hit them from behind because you can't hit them from the front. And then there's the guys, I think they're berserkers or something, with the 2 axes. You have to counter them before you can hit them. Like, they have to be dazed in order for you to hit them, and then you can only hit them once and you have to back up or else they hit you again because they counter you. So it's not just push Y.
Yeah,
I wish
there's a lot more strategic
Obviously,
elements
Red
to
didn't finish
it.
that game either. That's as easy as he thinks it is.
Whew.
Sir, you have more to play.
And then some of the captains are immune to certain things. Oh my goodness! Like, you can't stealth finish them. You can't do your combat finishers. So you start swinging on them, and then you go to do your combos, and they'll stop you mid combo and just like launch you off the building.
Well, a lot of them, the further you get into the game, are battle hardened too, so they're going to be ridiculously hard to fight anyway. I had one guy that his only weakness was that he was afraid of his enemy or his rival, and it was a guy I'd already killed. It's like, son of a bitch.
Yep, and then you and then you screw yourself like that. It's kind of like all the different captains have so many different traits and whatnot. It's a very unique system. I really like their Nemesis system. Probably one of the best things I've seen in 2014.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, as I was playing it, I kept thinking, man, I wish I had not, like, swapped over to some of the other games. Like, I wish I had never bothered with Assassin's Creed Unity and just played Shadow. It's such a better game. I mean, you've got all of the stealth things, all of the really nice stuff with the parkour and everything that you get to do in that.
Where do you go from here? You know what I mean? Like,
With Shadow? Like, is there going to be another one? And what do you do to improve? Yeah. I mean, seriously, they really raised the bar with what you can do in that game. I think it fell prey to what a lot of the, like, Assassin's Creed especially is really guilty of, where you're running and you stick to the wall. It's like, I didn't touch that. Why are you... Stop climbing, Talion. Get down. And then when you're trying to get him to get down, there's no, like, quick release to jump off of things. Like, I'm 3 jumps up. I could jump down and it's not going to hurt me. But instead, we have to jump down the wall. Really, Talion? You can't just... Come on, man. You're not... Okay. I'll just wait here while you get off the wall. All right, we're good. So I think, brushing up some of the technical mechanic stuff like that is really the only thing that they need to do.
Yeah, because combat mechanics are spot. I think they're right where they need to be. And I think the Nemesis engine thing is just
my god, I need every game to have the Nemesis engine.
Yeah, it's second to none. I mean, there is nobody. But you can't pull that off with just any style game either.
That's very true.
You'd have to create a new franchise to get something similar to that.
And I really want to see the Nemesis system in more games. Like, I want to see what you can do with a game like that. You can create unique enemies for your, I don't know.
Who created that game?
It's a Warner Brothers game.
Okay. So it's part of their system. So basically, they probably own the Nemesis system then, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure anything that tech-wise that was developed for that, they probably own it, which is unfortunate because they make some really shitty stuff. But maybe
it'd be kind of cool for
a game.
Yeah, like a superhero game. That's what I was just about to say. That would
but
be
why
kind
wouldn't they do the Nemesis system in something like Arkham Knight then? I mean, it seems like you could do it.
Because that was in development well before the Shadows of Mordor.
Touche, Baka.
Not only that, they wanted to make sure that we drove the Batmobile.
A lot, apparently.
I was really looking forward to that game, and now that I know there's so much Batmobile in it, I'm kind of afraid of it.
The rest of the gameplay is worth playing, and so is the plot line on that one. It just really is. But there is a lot of get in the Batmobile and go. And what's cool about the Batman game is the fact that you'll be on the tallest building in town, and can point down at the street and hit one button, and he jumps off of it and lands inside the Batmobile. And that part's
that's pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, so there's some really cool stuff that they added to it that's very Batman-like, that makes it fun. And there's one villain that you have to be in the Batmobile to do his part of it, like to fight against.
Riddler, I know, is one of them.
Yeah, well, there's 2. Yeah, Riddler's got his little riddles that you gotta solve, but
with the Batmobile.
Yeah, and then there's another one as well. So you go through, and it's like you do actually do stuff with the Batmobile. It's just a lot of Batmobile, and the Riddler part is a whole lot of Batmobile. But it's fun driving. Like it's one of those things to where you're gonna have difficulty at first because you've got to figure out what the puzzle is that you're doing while you're driving as fast as you possibly can. But once you figure
puzzle solving sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but once you figure it out, it's kind of entertaining because the entire time the Riddler's just fucking taunting you. You know, his whole time he's like, "Hey, bats, you know, you're a freaking idiot." You know, I thought you'd be smarter than this. You know, that type of stuff. And it's just like, wow, you're an asshole, and I hate you. But okay, we'll make this work. So, I don't know. That's a fun game, an element or whatever. So, what are you playing, Baka?
Well, yeah, did Gears with Chicken, and other than that, I've either been switching between more DBZ and leveling up other characters. Besides my troll one, and then Ark.
Yeah, you
I
guys
have
are playing a lot of Ark. What are you guys doing? Did you lose everything again? It made you sound.
Nope.
You made a sad
Well,
sound.
we lost everything. I don't know if we've talked since we lost everything the last time. Our first thatch house completely demolished. Red's door was broken down. All of his stuff was stolen. All of everybody's animal or everybody's dino died or was killed. Mortal and Snitty were the only two survivors in that scenario. We've had to rebuild from nothing, unfortunately.
I think we need like a regular Ark update from you guys. Like somebody needs to start a topic on the forum, and then like every time you play, you're like, all right, this time this happened. Anything notable? You just need to write it down so we can all enjoy it like a soap opera.
Yeah, like day 1. Snitty has spit in my face again.
I can't
so
see.
Baka will be writing that because that will make it funny. I wandered around the beach for 3 hours with Snitty spit in my face, only to find out that Mortal has stomped on my house. Aw.
Oh,
Red brought up a decent topic right there.
Yeah.
So what game do you guys think has been the most innovative recently? Like the Nemesis system, like Chicken said, there was an awesome new idea and intro to concept. What do you guys think was the most innovative system in a game recently?
just a system or innovative game?
Yeah,
innovative
in
game.
general.
Yeah, let's go innovative in general.
Sunset Overdrive was a good one. The traversal system in that game is so much fun to play with.
What about
and like
this year?
everything about it. This year?
This year.
I don't know what's come out this year.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat,
think
I think, is probably the only game I've played from this year.
Yeah, I've played a couple from this year, but nothing really innovative because like Batman's Batman. I mean,
Right.
it hasn't really changed. So I mean, in recent years, I've got to go with Shadows.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just the Nemesis system is just unreal. So I don't really have anything from this year that I can think of that would just absolutely.
I think games are going
blow
to be
me away.
coming out that may be somewhat innovative. Like once we get to Fallout 4, I think we're going to see some new stuff mixed in with what we're used to seeing with Fallout. So I think that there's going to be some innovation there and maybe some other places. I would like to say Halo 5, but I have a feeling that it's going to be some recycled stuff from other games.
I've got one.
What?
Dying Light. That was
was this year, wasn't it?
That was a pretty innovative game. I've got to say, the first-person parkour was very well done. I feel like it was what Dead Island should have been with it, because you've got the crafting system.
It's the same company too, right?
Yeah, This is basically the next step in that game genre. They were like,
it's
all
what
right,
Dead Island should have been.
Yep, we got the system worked. Let's add on to it. The parkour system works wonderful in it. The zombies are great. Nighttime is scary as fuck. Quote me on that.
Yes.
Do not go out at night. So that's one game that they did really well with.
They actually are getting an update, and I think it was a couple of weeks ago to a month or so that they announced the update, and it's going to be outside the city. And people are worried. People were worried. I don't know if it's come out yet or not. I don't know when it was supposed to be released, but people were worried that they were going to try to make it more like Dead Island than Dying Light, with you being able to free roam and everything. So you're going to have a lot of open space to do nothing with, really. And it's like, why would you go back to that? You did something so wonderful with the parkour, and the fact
if you're adding it
onto
you're adding it onto the current game, right? It's not a.
Yeah, it's an add-on, but it sends you out into, like, basically the country. So you'll have free roam out of this large area. There'll be little tribes of people that you can, like, help or not help, and then that, is going to affect their opinion on you and things like that. And there's going to be driving, which we didn't have in the city because you didn't need it. With that traversal system, you didn't need it. The parkour was all you really needed in the city, but now it's like, yay, I need a dune buggy so that I can get from Camp A to Camp B without running, which is what this game was kind of all about. I don't know, it feels like it kind of... No, there weren't in the original game, but in this DLC, yes, there will be.
Okay, I can't say I'm a fan of that because, like you were just saying, the traversal system was very well done. Being able to run, get over buildings, and later on in the game, this isn't a spoiler, but you get a grappling hook that makes things a lot more interesting, a lot more mobile. It's very, very awesome.
Baka, did you play Dying Light?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you were seeming kind of confused. Yes, as much as you're not necessarily the biggest fan of first-person stuff, I do think that you would enjoy it, just because of like the crafting and everything.
Do you think Witcher 3 qualifies for this question?
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think it's one of the more innovative games?
I think the story aspect of it they innovated really well, because I've said before that there are 40 different scenarios for your individual ending. All the different choices you make during the missions and how you handle certain things it all plays into how your book ends. So
right.
Yeah, I'd like that. That kind of storytelling is fantastic. So, I mean, I'll give them that for sure. The gameplay, it's every other open world roam around.
Well, that, and a lot of it's already from, like, Witcher 2, and, I mean, they did add on to it. It's about, like, Batman Arkham Knight. A lot of the basics were already there, they just kind of went through and tweaked it more.
Yep, and then the story was just,
I don't think it counts as innovative, but I do think that it's a bonus to mention with that one specifically is the DLC's free.
Oh.
I mean,
take a hint,
CD
other companies.
Yeah.
Take a hint.
Bungie, that'd be nice.
Bungie.
You mean Activision?
The difference between those two games is with Witcher they're giving you all the DLC for free with the story already fully fleshed out and a real big world. With Destiny it's like, hey, here's the world and we'll add pieces to it if you want to pay us $20 pop at minimum. Thanks.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 5 is what Ray said. Mother Base is great. The game is fantastic. I
have not played it, so
I can't get past the Kojima thing on that one. I just can't.
Can't get past that?
What Chicken was talking to me earlier. First of all, the game came out this week. It has a microtransaction system, which apparently is not going to give a real big advantage, but they haven't really... I don't know. That's weird. With the microtransactions, you get one mother base to do missions with, and you can pay for other ones, but it hasn't been really proven as to whether or not that's going to affect other people who are just buying like the base game, the one that it comes with, whether or not it will hinder them, because you invade other people's bases with your base stuff.
Ooh.
Now,
so I don't know.
I will say this: when it comes to innovative games, I'm thinking a little bit outside the box here. To me, what is it, War of Mine, or this War of Mine that I played is very innovative because it was done differently. It was done in a way that gave you a different perspective on a war versus being the soldier you're trying to survive in the war, being not the soldier. And I thought that was kind of a neat concept that somebody had came up with, and I think that there needs to be more games like that. It needs to be
less killing and more figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean,
you killed people, you shanked the people in the apartment that you came upon and took all their stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about. My memory is foggy on that one. But I mean, but that's the thing is, like, would you, if you were to the point of starving or your friends were about to die, would you get to yourself to where you would want to kill somebody? Do you think from a survival standpoint you would get to that? It's kind of the whole Walking Dead thing, right? It's like, at what point do you break and start killing humans or not killing humans, or it's the questions that are asked. Have you ever killed a live person, and why? That it's that same type of thought process to me, and it puts you in a perspective that you're not used to in a video game, because normally you just go out and kill people normally, in a war setting anyway.
I do like killing people, though, to be fair.
Yeah, you do. You become emotionally attached to some of these people, and so it's really interesting to see that a little bit. It's very interesting to see that difference, and I thought that was very innovative in the way that it was done. It's a light game in the way that you play it. It's a very hard game on your heart, because you have to make a decision. Do I help these people?
Do you think something like that came about because of the success that Telltale's had with similar situations, where it's not a whole lot of action, more attaching you to individuals?
I think it's a possibility, because you and I are both gamers, and well, I think all four of us are gamers that it's not about gameplay necessarily. It's about the storyline that goes along with it.
Yes.
And I understand that there are people out there that just enjoy the gameplay, going in and playing. Destiny would be one of those, right? The gameplay is top notch, so you go in, you play the game, but it doesn't necessarily have something to keep you there.
No,
grabbing
you play it
for
with your friends and that's it.
Right. So I think that's where a game like this comes in, because there's not a plot line. You're just living, and the cool thing about it is you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. You don't know if the war's going to end in 75 days, or if it's going to end in 52 days, or if it's going to end in 25 days, and so you're just trying to survive.
Right.
And I think that's a neat element that they added in there. And so I want to mention that, because if you have a PC, I recommend, and you've got Steam, get this War of Mine, because it is absolutely an amazing game. It was really well done, and to me it's innovative. But it's a game I didn't really think about before when we were talking about it. So, but I would definitely look at it as innovative.
Yeah, I mean, it got pretty good reviews and everything, and yeah. If you want to have some feels, play that game.
Yeah, because you're gonna have some feels. Like I seriously almost cried once when one of the guys, because I'd gone like 28 days or 29 days before this dude died, and I was trying to save him. I was trying to figure out a way. I think that's when I went and shanked some people to try to get some damn medicine.
Sure, blame it on the dying guy. You shank people, blame it on.
I didn't purposely shank them. They showed up. I had to shank them.
You had to shank them.
I had to.
I see how it is.
Doing it to survive. He was gonna kill me if I didn't kill him. I was in his house. I broke into his house legitly, but shanking was not the reason I was there.
Broke into his house legitly.
Yeah.
That's gonna hold up in a court of law. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure
Well, there is no court of law.
I legit broke into this house. It was very legit. But I did shank him. But it was legit. I broke
I
into.
feel bad about that, but yeah, you know, I still it was still legit about breaking into his house. I can totally show you at your house, Judge. I mean,
let me come demonstrate. And then he turns into a mass murderer because everybody believes him. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, come show me how this went. Oh my god, I'm dead. Next person, like
Dead.
next in line, goes through an entire town of unsuspecting but fully trusting people. Sorry.
you think
They're wrong for trusting in the first place, fuckers.
Sorry about that. No. All right, well, Vault mentioned earlier, I'm going to change the subject a little bit. Vault mentioned earlier that she had downloaded Borderlands 1 because it is now available to preview members as part of the backwards compatibility on Xbox.
Right.
You guys excited about that? Who's going to play Borderlands 1? Me.
I'll do it. I own it, but I can't play it on Xbox One because I got it on PS3.
I guess we'll download it.
Yeah. Preview. Go. But it's going to be, everybody will be able to download it once we get to November, and the backwards compatibility is available to everybody. They're also talking about, Square Enix really wants Deus Ex to be backwards compatible. Deus Ex Human Revolution. They really want that to be part of the backwards compatibility stuff. Would you guys play that one too? I know I would. I would play it all day, every day.
Yes.
Deus Ex? Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. Adam
Yeah.
did.
Well, speaking of that, what do you guys think of the pre-order thing that they're doing?
Yeah, the augment your pre-order. Can somebody explain that to me? Because I don't think I understand it the right way.
It's global pre-orders. Basically, if there's tiers for how many pre-orders they get in the world. Okay, if so many pre-orders, you unlock this special thing that everybody gets when they pre-order, or it's an option of what you want when you pre-order. Like when you go in, it's like, oh, what do you want with your pre-order? You want option number 1 or option number 2? You only get one of them. Oh, and then when they hit tier 2, they unlock something else, which has another option. You can either get this or that.
Yeah, it's like the first tier is you get to choose from 3 different suits for Jensen. You pick one, and then move on to the next tier, I guess. And people are upset because they feel like it's showing you what you could have, but making you choose what you can have instead of just giving you all of the options.
Do you think you're eventually going to have it anyway?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you wait a year, and they're going to have a Game of the Year edition that's going to have all of that stuff with it anyway, but you have to wait a year, and then it almost feels like it punishes the people, and that's the biggest thing that people are upset, is they feel like it punishes the people who are going to be most loyal to the franchise by pre-ordering in the first place.
Yep. So you just wait a year and you buy the game, the Game of the Year edition.
For probably $10 less.
And you get everything.
Yeah, and you get everything instead of pre-ordering it, which means you're being loyal to the company and getting, cut out of some of the stuff. And I kind of wonder if it's maybe one of those things that because of this backlash, like a lot of people seem really unhappy about it. I wonder if Square will, after launch, give it a few months and then release all of that stuff as free content anyway. I mean, I don't think so because it's Square, but I don't know.
It'd be
It just
nice
feels
if they
kind of
did.
shitty. Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
kind of shitty.
It-
And even like some of the stuff, one of the things in one of the tiers is like, basically a soundtrack sampler. And do you want it on like which platform do you want it on? Your, I don't know, iPhone or whatever. But it's still a sampler. You're not getting the full soundtrack. Even with the collector's edition, it's a sampler, and it's like Square. Square, can we talk about this? Because that's weird. You want us to go out and buy the entire soundtrack, but our collector's edition that's going to cost us $150.
Ooh.
$150 is going to come with the sampler. Thanks, you guys. But hey, the 9-inch Adam Jensen statue, that's cool, I guess.
You guess.
I mean, if I had the money,
It'll look good on the
Jensen would
shelf
be
right above
mine.
my head right now. I'm just
if
saying.
you get that, I will accidentally totally not steal it.
When's that game coming out?
February.
Yes, February 27th.
It's my birthday. Come on, you guys. It's my birthday month. Okay, it's closer
Actually,
to
that's my
birthday.
birthday week. Yeah.
Yeah, closer to Oak's birthday, but you know what? You should get it for me. It's my birthday
Yeah.
month. Come on, you
I'll
guys.
I'll be in Disney that week, so I'm
So
locking all
I'll
my doors and
definitely-
turning.
No, I'll totally pick it up for you when it comes from Amazon because you're a Prime member, so you'll probably order it that way, and then I'll just pick it up for you and make sure that it's safe.
I hear you.
It'll be totally okay.
I trust you.
Get with me afterwards, Grif, and I can kind of help you like go through and make a copy of it, and you can give him the fake one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Nothing nefarious is happening
no.
right now.
No,
Oh, stop
You,
listening.
you didn't hear anything, Oak.
La 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 la
There's
la
no
la la.
incentive. Yes, what Oak said, there's no incentive to make you want to pre-order, then oh my god, the extra quest line is included. But the thing is the extra quests are like the 3rd or 4th tier up. So they gotta have like a shit ton of pre-orders globally before you even get that extra content. Oh, and if they max out, like with all of the pre-orders that they would like to get, you get the game 4 days early.
What?
Most people are picking up the physical copy. I mean, it's like,
SOL?
do I still have to download it, or...
Well, since
Yeah, can I
everything
get
is
the
digital
download
now,
for free?
everything is digital now. You can download it to you can preload it to your Xbox. You can
Is it
preload
the
it on
full game
Steam.
too, I wonder? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like, yeah, you'll get the game 4 days early. It'll be like 3 missions. But
Well,
it's early.
Yep.
But here's the thing too: is I have like with FIFA, FIFA, EA does that whole deal where they're like, oh, well, you get to play the game early if you have EA access for like FIFA
Yeah.
and some of their other sports games. So I downloaded the game. Of course, it downloads the entire game.
But it's only
Well-
part of it, isn't it?
No, it's the whole game. So, but you only have like 4 hours you can play the game. Well, when I actually got the game in, I put the disc in and could immediately start up because the licensing is on my disc, right? Theoretically.
Yeah,
'cause
so
that's where it's
basically
supposed
you're
to-
just telling it you can unlock the rest
Right.
of the game.
I don't ever have to put my disc in again after that
Because it's all downloaded.
because it's
You need
already.
more hard drive space.
But it's because it's already downloaded and it's weird because normally if you take a disc and you go out and buy a disc and you put it in and it downloads everything onto the system, you always have to put that disc in order to be able to play the game. Because the licensing's on the disc itself. But for some reason, if you do the EA Access thing, it's not that way. It's to where they just have to know you've purchased it, and then you never have to put that disc in again, which is so weird. So maybe they'll do the same thing with the other, and they'll just be like, "Hey, you'll get it 4 days early, and then you don't ever have to." It's downloaded on there anyway, but at least you'll be able to play it when you want.
I'm
Which would be
reading.
nice.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to read what Red wrote, but I have had this hit me a
He
little
writes
faster
paragraphs.
Well, this hit me faster than I thought it would. So now I'm like, is that
That's
the
because
word
it's
I
a
think
giant
it
one.
is?
Now I'm drinking. I mean, really.
Can somebody read that to me?
one?
Aggravation. Biggest
biggest-
aggravation. I can't buy
A
games.
and play-
It's supposed to be games.
Games
Okay.
and play offline ever. I needed an internet connection to download Skyrim from Steam, even though I bought the disc. I remember that issue. If you bought Skyrim with the disc, you had the huge update that you had to download. I think I got the disc, and then I had like a 17 gig download that I had to do right after I installed it. It's
Wow.
what was the fucking point of getting
Well,
the
you have to
goddamn
do that
disc?
with your Xbox games too. Like the second I put in Shadow to reinstall it because I had taken it off due to disk space. Thanks, Microsoft. And it was like, this has an update. Do you want to download it? I was like, no. I'll just install it. And it's like, you can't play the game. You can't install the game until you download the update. And it's like, really?
Well, Wraith had that problem, but at least with yours it was an older game. But like with Wraith, he did that with Metal Gear Solid, and it was like
Everybody did that with Metal Gear. I think there was a problem with it. At
yeah,
the
and
start.
his was he does pre-order digital, And so he does a pre-order digital. The game
preload the game.
He preloaded the game completely, and then when it unlocked, which I think it unlocked an hour later than it was supposed to, he had to actually download an update afterwards. Shouldn't the update be in the preload?
Well, for that one, to be fair, Metal Gear Solid 5, the servers had downtime anyway. Like, it was just one of those things where I think everything that could have gone wrong with that launch, short of the game being not even on the disc, I think it did. Like, I think everything that could have happened to make that bad.
Basically, it's Metal Gear Solid Murphy's Law, right?
I guess so.
Anything that can't go wrong is going to go wrong.
I guess so.
It's crazy.
So I think they finally got everything restored, like, 2 or 3 days after launch. You were able to access all of the functions of the game. But up to that point, no.
All right. There is news this week, a little bit anyway. Xbox One, PlayStation 4 is getting a Deadpool re-release.
Yay! I'm all excited about that.
Are you excited about the $50 price tag that goes along with that?
No, not so
No.
much. I mean, is there a bunch of cool DLC that came with it?
There's all the DLC and stuff's coming up there. Of course, you're getting the enhanced graphics and all that stuff that goes along with upgrading it to the new systems. But I mean, really, $50 for the game?
Yeah, that is just.
I think it's because of it's got to be because of the new Deadpool movie, right? So they're just trying to kind of hang on a little
hype
bit
behind it more.
Yeah, because did the game do well to start with? I mean, I know people are, of course, it's a popular game
Deadpool's
it's
got a real cult following to him. I mean, he just sells stuff, and
but
so
did the game sell well?
I think the game sold well, but I don't think it reviewed well.
Okay, so
yeah,
it
was very repetitive.
Yeah, it was repetitive. It had that really big. Yeah, it had that really steep curve right in the middle where you're like, yeah, I'm doing okay. Oh my god, I can't even button this. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Like, all of a sudden the game hits you in the face with this really punishing difficulty curve halfway through. I didn't even finish it because of that. Like, it was a rental, so I was like, fuck it, I just can't. I'm gonna send it back.
I had to beat the boss in a really, really cheap fashion. Like, that was the only way to do it.
Oh, so you can? Okay, well then good. I'll have that for later. So, I mean, but I enjoyed the humor of the game. I enjoyed, like, a majority of the gameplay. It just got really repetitive, so it ended up seeming a little stale, and then when you hit that difficulty curve, it was just...
Well, and my thing is you're dealing with the game that's being upgraded and sent into the new systems. And I get it that there's going to be people that have never played the game before, don't have the older system, so it gives them an opportunity to do it. But for those people that have played the game before... I'm okay with $40 because of the fact it does have the DLC and everything else in it. But $50, I know it's just $10, but it still seems expensive to me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it does suck that it's coming out at 50 instead of 40 like most of the other re-releases, especially since it wasn't as popular as some, like Gears of War came out with a $40 price tag, and it was one of the biggest Xbox games out there. But Deadpool, okay, yeah. But I mean, it's because they know it's gonna sell. And 2, it's gonna be easy money, so why not?
Do you think they're looking at it going, well, Devil's Third is $60, so we might as well go ahead and put ours at 50?
God, I hope nobody bought that. Like, Devil's Third, seriously.
All right, when Devil's Third gets down to like $5,
which will be like next week.
Yeah, right. I will buy it and eventually stream the game just because of the fact it's going to be absolutely atrociously bad.
Devil's Third, if you guys are unsure of what game we're talking about, it was the Wii U exclusive that came out a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. I don't even remember.
Yep,
recently,
last week I think.
That's like a third-person shooter hack and slash mix. It's from the developers of Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden, depending on how you want to say it.
Gaiden.
It was awful. It was freaking awful. Your main guy is Russian. He does not wear a shirt. He has Japanese characters tattooed to his body, and he is supposed to be just like a war machine, essentially. And you go out and you shoot everything, but it reviewed with most places between like a 3 and 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how good it was.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, the thing is that one of the guys, and I wish I could remember who it was. Let me click the article and see. One of the people that had originally defended the game, one of the developers, said, he was the creator, actually.
Yes, he's the creator.
Okay, Oak, that's going to be all you. I think last time I tried to say the name, I butchered it too. Itagaki is his last name. He's the creator of Devil's Third, and he feels like it was unfairly reviewed. Like, he's like, reviewers got it, but they weren't able to fully play the multiplayer, so they didn't get a good hands-on experience with it. And it's like, you want the multiplayer to save your entire game. The campaign was garbage.
Tomo Nobu. Good God.
Oh, Nobu. Yay! Look, I did it.
Potadobu.
Yeah.
What's
It basically it's mono in the middle, but in Japanese it's mo.
Mono Tobo?
Yeah, it's Tomo Nobu.
Nobu Tomo?
Yeah, it's Itagaki.
Itagaki is his last name, and I can say that, so there we go.
Itagaki.
But, I mean, basically, even though the critics panned it, he was still like, please enjoy the game for yourselves. After that, let me know anything that you're thinking so that we can make it better in the future. So please still go spend $60 on my shitty lump of garbage game so that you can tell me how to make a better game in the future. Really? No.
Rising Ignite. That's a new follower.
Yeah, but we lost one, so that's $499 again. Unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was sad as all could be when I looked over.
That is all it could be. That's right. I guess this is like a nice segue. Don't forget to follow, because once we hit that 500 followers, we're gonna have a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, if you're not following in chat,
thank you for following, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you're not following in chat, please follow. You will be number 500, guys.
And we will, have our meltdown session.
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. So follow if you're not following.
I'm trying to type, and this is not happening. So in 20 minutes,
your typing is horrible. Awful.
Rising will know why. Well, it's not.
It's rising, not ringing.
Rising Ignite.
Damn it! I spelled it wrong. I'm sorry, Rising. I'm sorry.
That's
you were
awesome.
Doing it all slow too. You're like, I got this.
I was trying to, and then he's
the good thing
started talking to me, and I'm trying to type. And...
The good thing, Rising, is you can actually go on iTunes later, listen to this entire thing about the fact that we're giving her a hard time for not being able to read.
Mm-hmm.
Or type in this particular case.
I still spell things wrong.
Yeah, I can't spell or read. I can't Ingolato, guys.
You can't read?
I can't read. Oh, I'm done here. I'm done here.
Ingolato is not her strong suit.
What else do we want to talk about aside from my poor spelling and reading and inability to do anything properly today?
Let's see.
You can never truly read, is what Red said.
Divinity hit another stretch goal, which is awesome. You get to play as an undead character now.
Oh yeah, you guys were talking about that earlier. You were all giddy about it again.
I am so stoked about it. Like, I can't even get over it. So, I mean, it may be the first thing that I will ever back, and maybe even the last, but I do not back things like that. I don't have enough money to kind of put out like that. But that game...
That's not true. You're loaded. I know the truth.
Yeah, I wish.
That's why you have a cat sitting right behind your head.
That's why that is the status symbol. If you have a cat while you're on stream, you must be rich.
That's a $1,500 cat. I'm pretty sure.
$1,500 cat.
Yeah, right.
Anybody want to buy this $1,500 cat?
Talking about our dogs, our doges are probably, like, as much money as we've spent on them cumulatively, probably are around $20,000 at this point.
Yeah.
Damn expensive doges.
No,
Red just called you a hipster, Grif.
Why am I a hipster?
A grifster? Oh, your follower number 1. She's the grifster.
Oh, okay.
Spunky calls me Griffinator.
That's hilarious.
What else are we going to talk about? Oh my god, please.
Okay, something that is dear to my heart, which is the composer that I dearly love so much, Marty ODonnell, that has done Halo, and of course he's done this stuff for Destiny and everything for Bungie, has won his legal battle with Bungie and Activision.
Woo! Oh, Marty.
Marty, what did I say?
I don't know.
I don't know what I said.
Give him a big old round of applause.
Marty ODonnell.
Did you not say Marty? I thought you did.
Yeah, maybe did.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. But the best part about this whole thing is the fact that it's come to light why they said they fired him, which is the fact that
they didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and it's basically that he was being insubordinate after a 2013 trailer for Destiny had come out, and Activision said, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and, we're going to change the music. We're not going to use your music, Marty.
Right.
And they decided to change it, and evidently he became a little bitch about it, which is, I would too.
Yeah, no kidding.
I would too. I'm your I'm your creative director for the music,
Yep.
and you're gonna hire another composer and bring him in, you piece of shit company, and come in and take that from me. And Bungie backed him in the argument.
The initial argument, yeah.
The initial argument. Bungie backed him as like, no, this is our composer, some music. Activision's going, no, we do Call of Duty. Fuck you. Boom. And yes, we got a new one.
I think that's 500.
Is it really?
I think
don't
it
know.
is. It hasn't updated over here. Go ahead,
Hold on,
finish your thought process.
All right. So it's great because of the fact they turn around and it's like, Bungie, now you decided that you wanted to back Activision on everything because I get it. They're your parent company and all that good stuff. But at the same time, it's like, nope, Marty's going to win. So they got an arbitrator came in and he did what he needed to do and said, hey, Marty, you get Bunny and you get
and
all
your shares back.
Yep, get your shares back.
Hey.
192,159.5 or some shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a big part of the company.
Yep.
So, I mean, and that guy, he deserves every bit of it.
Yeah, he's worked hard for them, and for them to just kind of kick him to the curb like that really sucks. Although I have a feeling that
Well, here's my opinion on it. He was the
Sorry.
only
things were playing.
he was the only person at that company still fighting to keep Bungie the way it was before Activision bought them. He saw where they were going, and he tried his goddamnedest to stop it, but...
Well, but you think about everybody that's left. You've got Joseph that left. You've got Frank that left. Those were your main two that were pushing for Bungie to be maintained as Bungie. Because they were the same people that were, when Microsoft said, okay, we no longer want you, Bungie. We're going to leave you over to the side and do your thing. And they gained their independence, that they were part of that group. And Luke Smith... the little douche. Luke Smith was part of that group too, but now he's like, man, I'm no Activision. You know why? Because he went from probably making $100,000 a year to $1 million. I mean, or 500, whatever it happens to be. But he's making a whole lot more money now because he's moved up in the ranks. So he's gonna do what he needs to do. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I love money, I really do. But at the same time, it's like, where your vision is, where it needs to be, and everything else. And Bungie had a great idea with Destiny. Everything about it set it up, and they have just absolutely Activision to this entire thing. Activision needs to be like the word shit.
It is. I mean, it really is. And Wraith brought up an interesting point earlier too. Like, we kind of glossed over it because we were talking about something else. But Activision is not making any of their games widely backwards compatible because they can resell the old ones for $40, $50 or more. And they will, because it's Activision. Screw you guys.
Right.
Oh my god.
And I get it. You're trying to make money, but at the same time, don't fuck your fans over. And your friends,
kidding.
damn it.
Yeah, don't fuck anybody over, man. Be cool. Don't
That's
be a
right.
douchebag.
Be cool.
So is it 500? Are we
don't-
at 500? Because I really want us to be at 500.
I know, right? It's not updating. It says 498 for me.
I keep refreshing and hoping that it updates.
It says 499 at mine.
It says 498 for mine.
It's 499. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Who keeps on following?
Yes, people stop unfollowing.
What kind of mic are you using? Oh,
Yes, mine is a blue snowball. That is
We all
correct.
have snowballs, actually.
yeah. You
but-
can't see mine. I'm gonna pick it up right here.
I don't.
You can't see it. There you go.
Yeah, Baka doesn't.
It's a blue snowball, but it's white.
Yep.
It's color impaired.
And is mine, like if I do this, can you see it a little better?
Yeah.
Can you see it a little better?
You see it a little better.
Right there. Right there. I got to do this to talk now.
There you go. Hell yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I've always used for recording stuff and things like that, and convinced Grif to buy one, and I ended up with an extra, and so now we have 3. So
Yeah. We just bought another one. That's what Chicken's got too. Is
Yep.
he's got
Over here.
the same one that I have now.
Yep.
Snowballs in
So-
September.
Snowballs in September. Not. I
Right?
can tell you right now, not here.
Yeah.
Because it
No,
is fucking
probably
hot
never
outside.
here. Like
Woo.
ever.
It's too damn hot.
Yes. Yes. It is very hot. That is
Yep.
definitely true. So,
What else can we talk about?
I don't know, the lack of 500 just
I
killed
know,
me.
right?
I know everybody's like.
It's sitting at
now.
499. Mine hasn't updated. Has your guys' updated? Mine updated to 499.
Mine's
Mine's at 499.
still
Oh.
4.99.
God damn it! What 499? You can get infinite respawn for I don't know, a day.
A day.
$4.99 for a day.
Oh, well, I guess here's the main thing is, one of the questions that we passed up last week was that what game or gaming moment, anything could be a release, how bad a game was, something that happened in the game, whatever has made you just rage.
Oh my god.
Like, what is
No.
it? Just pissed you off to know certain thing. Baka, I'm
Well,
gonna start with you
I
because
have a
yours is
couple
gonna be,
things.
yeah, because I know yours is gonna be long.
Well, okay, one, fucking Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah, no, that started with like Super Mario Kart. Like originally, like when he was introduced in Super Mario World, I was like, all right, cool, Yoshi's awesome. That's neat. And then I played Mario Kart, and then they give him the stupid little like ability to drop the eggs or throw the eggs, and through the years with Mario Kart, even if he's lost the egg ability, he's always found some way to fuck me over in a race.
All right. My big... Oh, no, go ahead. Continue.
Well, the other thing is Aliens Colonial Marines.
Oh,
I
what
was
about
so
that was
pissed.
awful for
what
you?
Everything. Okay. In like the original like early on gameplay and footage, the aliens actually had really good AI. They would like, kind of flank you and distract you while the other ones came up behind you and whatnot. The game launched and released and it was complete and utter shit. Like the aliens would get stuck on boxes and dance and oh my god.
It
Like,
was
really,
just
Dan?
all over.
Well, they
that.
would like
Yes.
freak out and it looked like they were dancing. But yeah, they would get stuck on boxes and it was just I was so pissed with that game. I was so looking forward to it and it was just like, no, here's a big steaming pile of shit. You spent $60. Actually, I spent more because I wanted the pretty alien statue that went along with it with the loader and the aliens attacking it, and yeah, fuck that game.
That was
Fuck that
Do
unfortunate.
you still have the statue?
Yes.
Well, at least you got something out of it, right?
So you paid that much for a statue, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was not
Nice.
happy with that.
I did
That
not,
sucks. I don't think anybody was happy with that one though.
Like, I was like, maybe if I put it on a harder difficulty and I go through with chicken on it. And no. The only thing that makes the harder difficulty harder is the fact that you can't take as many hits from an alien before you drop down. But even then,
Yeah.
Still
So it doesn't
not.
make the AI smarter at all.
no.
God. I'm trying to think of what's been most frustrating because I know I've had so many frustrating moments. Like my frustrating moments are always yelling followed by Chicken going, "Why are you so mad?" And then me yelling at him, and then him being like, "Just give me the controller and I'll do it for you. Get out of the way." Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, "No, I'm gonna do this," but I can't remember like specifically what any of them are. I just know that it's happened repeatedly.
I have to say that my worst moment, and this is probably a lot, but Psycho Mantis from fucking Metal Gear. I had no idea what I was doing fighting that piece of shit. Like, I'm sitting there going, why can't I fucking beat him? Why is my controller going off? What is wrong with my console? Like, that motherfucker gave me a headache for weeks. Because I
you
had
read your
no
memory
idea.
card
So you didn't know it was reading the memory card.
Oh my god! Because I had no idea what was going on. That was the first time I've ever come across anything like that. So I'm just like,
that is innovative, and that is fucking brilliant. That is an innovative game right there.
yeah,
To do
like that
shit.
motherfucker. I have never felt fought anybody so irritating as that piece of shit. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the internet to go look up real quick or anything like that. I'm just sitting there going, what is going on? And then my friend, he's like, oh man, this is how you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to switch around the controllers. You gotta make sure that you can keep up fighting him and whatnot. And I was like, oh, no shit. They don't give you any. Yeah, they don't give
Change
you any
controller
tips.
ports.
No tips at all. You're just kind of like, all right. I just kind of sit here and fuck around until, you kill him eventually. But once you figure out his strategy, then you can beat him. So that guy, that motherfucker. We are at 501. I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick.
Yes.
Take a picture of this.
Yay! Thanks everybody that followed today. You guys are the best. So when are we doing this?
There we go.
24-hour stream?
Go with your spill, Chicken.
All right. Now that we have 501, we never even got to see 500. By the way, it went from 499 to 501. For you guys here, we will. be doing the 24-hour stream this weekend. We will start Saturday afternoon, the 12th, and we will go all the way until Sunday afternoon, which is the 13th, my birthday.
Oh,
My
it is your
birthday.
birthday, isn't it?
My birthday.
I will make sure that I have cookies that I can eat in front of you.
Oh yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. But
Yep.
then after that, we'll be doing a wrap-up podcast right after our 24-hour marathon. So be sure to look forward to that, guys. I will post the details on Twitter, and make sure you're there. We will have things to give away, too, if we hit certain viewer thresholds. So if you like us, or hell, if you want free stuff, just tell your friends to come sit around for a little while, and we'll,
The end is near.
Yes, the end is near. So if you like free stuff, just tell your friends to come sit around for a little while, and we'll give away stuff. So
Yeah,
feel free to kind of fucking just jump on in anytime during the day, night, and day. Afternoon, evening, midnight, morning, afternoon,
We'll
all
be
that
here
stuff.
all day, every day. No.
Yes. We will be full running through Divinity Original Sin. That will be the first game that we go through, and then we will be doing Diablo 2 after that.
Yeah, show them some of the free stuff.
We'll be giving away a bunch of Funko Pops, little Diablo,
Tiny Diablo.
Tyrael, Arthas.
Don't-
We have a Dovahkiin that is not here yet. We're hoping that he's here before then. If not, if you win him, we will get him to you immediately.
Yes.
And then if we get a lot of viewers, we'll give away Alduin. He's a big guy.
Oh, Alduin, so cute.
He's a big fella.
Oh, look at his little
He's like
carrot eyes.
legit the size of the kittens.
When is it? Just in case I'm able to show up. It is this weekend. It will be the 12th in the afternoon, all the way to the 13th.
What? Okay, the afternoon, not completely descriptive. Maybe we should say we'll post on Twitter about what time. How about that?
I already said I'd post the full details on Twitter later on.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know what time yet, because it's going to be once I wake up, I'll get Baka here, we'll set up Skype, and then we'll get to it, basically, all
I've
day.
been told that I have to be present for all 24 hours as well.
I'm sure
I
you...
will be very tired.
How do you think we'll feel? We're going to go straight from this to a podcast.
We're gonna be like, yeah,
Next week's podcast is going to be Zombie Chicken and Zombie Baka.
Yep.
Can we go ahead and not make that happen to where Grif doesn't have to stay up for all 24 hours? I love everybody, but
Sleepy
that
Grif
doesn't-
is sometimes Angry Grif.
yeah.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, I'll. How about this? I'll make sure there's coffee available. I guess.
hell yeah, we're going to get lots of drinks and whatnot. And Baka will be on stream with me the whole time, too. I'll be in that corner over there, and he'll be in this corner right here. And you'll have to watch us.
so everyone can see my beautiful beard.
Yeah, we're going to
Yeah.
use his beard to bring in people. 'Cause the
The
weddings.
beard.
It's a 24-hour beard party.
Yep.
Yeah, you know it. Everyone gets a stroke.
Ivy, can our tea party be 24 hours? That would be fantastic. No response on that one, probably.
Well, it's because we have like a 30-second delay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll wait. We'll see what happens.
I don't think we want to
Make
sit
a
here
tea
for
party.
30 seconds. But yes, that is the details as of right now. Be sure to follow either us on Infinite Respawn or you can Respawn.
Born.
Do I need to do this?
Respawn. The beard is why I follow it. Exactly.
Yep.
Which is why we're going to have the beard on stream with us for 24 hours.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you check us out here, twitch.tv/Infinite Respawn PC. You can also check us out at Twitter at twitter.com/Infinite Res PC as well, which I just put in the chat. And then you can check us out personally, me personally, at MDB Oak Tree. Check out Grif.
Reporn. Sorry, I was reading chat. I'm at Griff
What?
Lynham.
Infinite
Reborn.
What?
Reborn. Respawn.
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 Wow.
Wow, I'm sorry. I got totally distracted.
Infinite Reborn. I'm pretty sure I read that one.
What if some of us don't have Twitter? Feel free to follow the channel. Or the forums. You have
Go to
the
the
forums.
On the
Got
website.
it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
infinitereспc.com. If you'll go there, join the forums, check us out. That's on there. Grif, Baka, Chicken, all of them are on there a lot. Unfortunately, it's my busy season, so I'm not on as much as I want to be. But that's about to change. So we'll be good with that. And then, so did Baka and Chicken give theirs? Chicken?
No. I'm at Elite Chicken 313.
Baka.
At Baka Pickle.
Yep. So make sure that you do check us out there. And then I'm every Sunday night here on this channel. Right now I'm in the middle of streaming Metro. Last
Oh, I thought
Light.
you finished it up. Sorry.
I didn't get to finish it up. It was a lot longer than we thought. We were halfway through.
Woo! Halfway.
Yeah, more than halfway.
Honestly, I wish I could remember more about that game. I just remember certain key parts, but I don't remember them in order, so I have no idea where you're at. Sorry.
Are we
Yeah.
wrapping it up? Because we're only at in an
probably.
hour.
Well, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, we'll do this part.
Oh,
and
okay.
just keep on going.
Before we're closing things down and everything, I know it's a little late, but we love Paul around here. Paul from Twitter.
Right.
Oh, I
he's
love Paul.
at Paul 0970. The only reason I remember the numbers is because it's part of what my old radio station used to be.
Okay, because I was thinking, I was like, how do you know numbers? Because you never
Yeah.
memorize numbers.
It's just
Yeah.
mixed up numbers for my old radio station. Anyway, his birthday was this week, and I know he was all kind of bummed out because his family forgot, and I wanted to make sure that we, as his internet family, did not forget. So happy birthday, Paul! I know
Happy
it's late.
birthday,
Happy
Paul.
birthday.
Goddamn,
Happy birthday.
We
Happy
love you,
birthday.
man.
Somebody, whose was on the 8th? Somebody's is on the 8th. I just saw it a minute ago.
Was it
I don't know.
Minecorn, please don't tell me I said it wrong.
Mince
I don't know.
corn?
Oh no,
Mince
yes, MinceCon. Mince corn.
Corn.
Mince
Mince-
corn.
None of us
corn.
can read.
There, yay! Alcohol. Mince corn.
Oh, well then, happy birthday, Mince.
Yes, happy
Happy
birthday.
belated
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Or new birthday, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or new
yeah.
birthday.
Delayed.
Wh- when is it? The 8th? Because it's only the 6th right now.
Yeah, so
2
it would
days
be.
for
So,
Vince
yeah.
Cameron.
Come back and check us out on your birthday. We'll be here. We'll wish you all
Everybody's
happy
birthday has been recently. Yours is coming up.
Mine and yours is the same month too. Ours is in.
Yeah,
February.
mine and Oaks, yeah.
Mine's next month.
That's right, Bugs is next month. The
Yep.
28th, right? Am I right? It's
Yes.
28th. Yay!
28th.
So you shaving your beard for your birthday?
No.
No. We
I've
want to
never
gain
seen-
followers, not lose followers.
As many times, or as long as I've known Baka, I have never seen him without a beard, and I'm kind of afraid. Like, I don't want to. I think he.
I can't even
I'm-
imagine it, to be honest.
The only
like,
picture that I think that I have is from when I was a kid, and it was Halloween, and I was dressed up as a dog, and I have this really pissed off look on my face because I didn't want to be a dog for Halloween. I wanted to be something scary.
Okay.
You could have been a rabid dog. Like,
Well, here's the thing.
Start
Here's-
foaming.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask a question now because he just kind of gave information about himself, which we try to hide some information about ourselves as well. But we have talked about how we got into gaming and everything else that goes along with it. My question is this: tell something about yourself, which Baka just did about his beard, that we might know, but not everybody else in the chat would know. Something special to make it about you.
You want to know something special about me?
Yeah.
There's nothing special about me.
She rules
Everything is
Griftopia.
special about me. What? Yeah, I rule Griftopia. Iron Fist.
Yeah, really good. Well, I mean, here's the thing: is all right from Griff's standpoint. We know how you got into gaming, so because we've already talked
You know
about
how
that
I
before.
met Chicken.
Yeah, we know how you met Chicken. So
I mean, what do you want to know?
Oh,
man?
here's something, I
Okay.
guess. I don't know if you know, but how
okay.
I got Halo 3. Have
Oh,
you
there
guys
you
know
go.
how
See,
I got
there's a-
Halo
there's-
3?
there's
I
a
was
story.
young. think I was 16 when Halo 3 came out, 17. I just turned 17. I can't buy Halo 3 because it's an M-rated game. So,
But
luckily,
if you were 17, yeah, you should have been able to buy Halo.
I didn't have an ID. Couldn't prove.
Did you pay a homeless person for this?
No.
Okay.
Luck was on my side that day. One of the friends that I knew for a while was just coming up to GameStop. So I was like, "Hey man, can you pick up Halo 3 for me? I've got the money." So he's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So he goes in and he buys it for me, and I'm just like, "Holy shit, this is fucking awesome!" There couldn't have been any luckier because I didn't want to walk all the way back home and then come back or wait days. But my other friend was there too, and he was 17, no ID. So that's how I ended up with Halo 3. And then as soon as we got it, we went straight home because I bought an Xbox the week before then. Like, just the
Nice.
week before, because I was like, oh, hell yeah, Halo 3. Bought Lost Planet, played that for a little while. We went home. Me and my friend, we loaded it up, instantly jumped into ranked Halo 3. That was the first thing we did. We were playing team doubles. First game we played, it was against 2 chicks. Team doubles. They
Nice.
beat our ass.
You lost the lady.
Like, first game I ever played in Halo 3 team doubles, lost 2 chicks. They beat our ass. We were
That's
like,
why you're so nice to chicks, right? And that's how you met Grif.
yeah, like that's a great story right there. My first game of Halo 3 ever. I got whooped by 2 girls. They were
So-
laughing at the end.
So, Grif, the moral of this story is, had it not been for the 2 chicks that beat his ass, he would not have been as nice to you.
I don't know. I think he's
and
a
he
nice
never
guy
would have
anyway.
been married.
Oh, I did think of something. I can tell you why my
Okay.
name is Grif Slynum, because that's not what it was supposed to be.
There we go.
My name was originally like this is my gamer tag, Grif Slynum, and it became a nickname anyway. I like basically as soon as I made it, it's what everybody called me. But my gamer tag was originally supposed to be the other way around. It was supposed to be Lynum's Grif, because I was telling an online friend about going to Lynum shows, which is a band that's friends of mine in Oak. And they're amazing. Lynum, go check them out. Do it now. Great music. Ivy, I think you and No Pants would really like them. Anyway, I was telling her about going to shows and stuff, and I was like, sometimes they used to ask how, could you help us load in and things like that. And so finally I just started pretending to be, lazy or busy or things like that, and finding ways to not do it, and eventually they stopped asking. And she was like, oh, so you're kind of like Lynum's version of Grif from Red vs. Blue, because he's so lazy that, eventually he pretends to be lazy, but because he's smart enough to know that people will stop asking him to do stuff. And I was like, yeah. And so that was supposed to be my gamer tag, was Lynum's Grif, but I fucked up while I was trying to put my email into the, create an account for Xbox. And so I made the account for Lynum's Grif, but I have no idea what email it went to, so I had to remake it, so I just swapped it around. That's why I'm Grif Slynum, which I think worked out better in the long run.
Yep, and that's Grif Slynum, everybody.
Yay, now everybody knows. It's just because I'm dumb.
I am about to show something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, y'all
Show
do
and
it.
tell.
Do we need to
Hopefully
put the
you can
M
see it.
rating on?
No, you're good. Part of the way that Grif and I met, actually, was through Lynum,
Mhm.
and the fact she was working at a radio station at the time, and
And the lead singer invited me to your house for dinner.
yeah, because
What the fuck, man?
yeah, well, the band was good friends of mine, and she had just met them, and they'd been at her radio station, and they ended up inviting for dinner, and I actually got a text message from him, and he's like, hey, can we have extras? And I said, sure, no problem. My wife's making lasagna. Come on. And so that's actually how we met. But
Miss Soak makes the best lasagna, by the way.
yeah, it's fantastic. And y'all are going to have to help me because I can't see. Hold on. I'll switch over to Skype so I can actually see what I'm holding up here. And ignore the cracked phone. Ignore the cracked phone.
It's so broken.
It is so broken. All right. But right there, that is me.
Oh, you can't really see it that well. You're
Can
gonna
you
have to share. You're
No.
gonna have to put it on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm going to have
No.
to put it on Twitter.
Oh, you
But
used to have really long hair.
I used to have long hair down to
Long
my
flowing
shoulders.
hair.
Now this is after I'd gotten it cut, so it wasn't quite as long. But that is me playing guitar on stage and having long hair. So I do play guitar, and my nickname, for those of you who have not listened to the show before, my nickname is actually based on the fact that the very first song I ever wrote, which I was in 9th grade at the time, was actually called Oak Tree. And so that's how I got my nickname. And in real life, Grif and Chicken will be able to tell you, and Baka as well, that I go by Oak Tree. Other than my work and my family, I get called Oak Tree. That's who I am. It's just Oak or Oak Tree. That's
Same thing
what I
with
hear.
Grif,
all the-
though. Like,
Same
yeah.
thing with chicken.
Baka and I worked together for a little while, and that was even my name at work, was Grif. Like,
Yep.
I don't even know if he knew my real name at the time.
No, yeah, it was just got introduced, and you were like, "Hi, my name is Grif." I was like, "Wait, what? What the fuck?
Your name's Grif. What?
Yeah.
Why? What'd your parents
Why are
think?
you confusing me?" No.
What's the secret story about you, Baka?
His dog face.
His dog. Oh yeah, that's right.
He
That's
already
the only
shared
time
his.
I've ever seen him without a beard. You're right.
Yep.
So is that picture gonna be on?
So how old were you when you actually
I don't
had the
even
beard?
know. I don't know. I started growing it like. I originally
When
just
he was
had
6.
like around on my chin through some high school, and after a while, I just kind of like went, fuck it, I don't care.
You let it go.
Yeah, but now it's majestic.
Yeah, Grif says I can't
Majestic-
shave anymore.
Have that
I lose 20
majestic
years.
long hair, and we still need to post a picture of my Zen face from.
Oh yeah.
I
I
don't know
have
if
that
Grif
though.
wants to show her face on that one. Yeah,
I'll see if I can.
the horrified face.
We'll just do like the face swap, and we'll just make it all.
Yeah, everybody on the ride will have Baka's face. There you go, Red. There's a project for you.
Face.
He's working on it right now.
He's been working on it with every one of our pictures from that trip, I'm sure.
Oh
like
my
every
God.
picture is just red and Baka.
That would be glorious. A bunch of like guys with flowing red hair sitting in the Jurassic Park thing, just kind of. Oh.
It's probably better than my face.
Yeah, no kidding.
You
Why are
know.
you scared of that? It's
I
not
don't
even
like free falling. I don't like it. It's because
free.
I'm a control person. Like I have
falling.
a
You
problem
got this. Come on.
because I'm out of control at that point. Like I can't stop the roller coaster, and so it freaks me out.
All right. Well,
It's me thing.
we're
There's
gonna-
another secret. There you go.
Another secret. You can't stand falling.
Free falling. I hate that. I hate that feeling.
you don't wanna skydive someday.
Nope.
All right. We're at an hour and 15. You guys want to call it here?
Yes.
Yeah, we can
All
do
right.
that.
Cool. Hour
Uh,
15.
All right, as usual, make sure that you do check us out each and every week here on Infinite Respawn, twitch.tv/Infinite Respawn PC. You can also check us out as well on Twitter. Again, Infinite Res PC. Check me out personally, MDB Oak Tree. Check out Grif.
At Grif Slinum.
Check out Chicken.
At Elite Chicken through and through.
Check out Baka.
At Baka Pickle.
You can also check us out on Facebook as well. And of course, make sure that if you have a Steam account, which most of you do in one way or another, check us out there as well at Infinite Respawn PC or IR Gaming. Also on Facebook as well. And then YouTube. YouTube is very important because you get to you get to hear Grif being drunk and playing games and being dumb the way we love her. And she's
Thanks.
smart. She's just drunk and dumb. That's the way it works differently. No, she does a fantastic job on there, so you need to make sure that you watch her videos as well. Also, all of these that have been archived are being sent over to there. You can check out Chicken every single day, pretty much. It's his work schedule's gotten a little bit busier, but every single day, pretty much, you can sit there and watch him. Check me out every Sunday on here as well. I start at 9 o'clock Eastern. And Chicken normally is there pretty much all day during the week, so it's pretty awesome. And then Destiny, I think it's Friday and Saturdays now. Is that correct?
Fridays. We usually don't need Saturdays anymore. We're too good for that.
We did. We completed both raids with Howard, who wasn't quite at level for it, but we completed both raids and still had time for plenty of PvP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, though.
Shouting him out because he's going to be listening to this while driving one day. So when he hears this, he's going to be like, "Oh my God, he's talking about me." I'm
Yay,
talking
Howard.
about you.
Yeah, he listens in the car. What's up, Howard? Enjoy your day at school. Study hard, man.
Right.
He's going to be like, "What the hell? They're talking to me." Fourth wall broken. All right, go ahead, continue.
But do make sure that you check us out each and every week. We do have people that play with us certain games and everything else. So if you're one of our listeners and you want to play a game with us, make sure that you go to our website, infiniteResPC.com, go to the forums, go in there, find out what everybody else is playing, be part of our community, because we enjoy it. I promise you. We try to get to know every single person that is part of our entire group. Ivy and No Pants and Wraith and
It's going to take too long to go through everybody.
Yeah, the Infinite Respawn roll call is getting a bit long these days, which is great. We like it that
which
way.
is great.
Yeah.
So get in there and do what it is that you need to do, which is talk about video games, because we all love video games.
Or anything
And
else.
that's why we love
forums
you.
for that.
Hell
Yeah, we do.
It's like movies, TV shows, books, whatever you want to talk about, man. We got it.
Comic
we got it.
You know it, guys.
It works
got
out
everything.
fantastic.
We're all around nerds.
Yeah.
Yay! So for Infinite Respawn, I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
I'm Chicken.
I'm Baka.
See ya.
Later. Play the music. Do it now. Do it.
I was going to say
Where's the
Beatrice, but
music?
I think I'm going to, keep it a little bit more family friendly.
Can you play again? Saturday?
It is
Yeah.
playing.
Okay. Well, I just can't hear it. Usually I can hear it through your headphones.
Whoa, my headphone. Oh,
The only
no.
move I got.
Baka needs more
I got
moves.
nothing.